Hello everyone, this is Big Ben Strikes Again for the ZX Spectrum. Basically, Big Ben is a reporter. He's got to get stories about dodgy goings on from politicians. You've got to find things to give them, to bribe them. Yep, that's politicians for you. They're all for sale. Bent as a wanker's elbow, the lot of them. Got enough money, you can get them to do anything. I think that's supposed to be Geoffrey Howe, although it looks like Ian McGaskill to me. Yes, Geoffrey Howe. I think when this game was released he must have been Foreign Secretary. Released in 1985, just for the benefit of those who can't read. Oh, that is up there, Thatcher or something. And these sprites really are flickery. And this game is accompanied by a flipping horrible noise, which I think is supposed to be music. I don't seem to be able to walk past these doors without him going through them. You can jump past them, but then again, if you do that, you risk falling off the platform. The tiniest little drop and he goes splat. There's a banana up there. Don't know whether that's just for points or whether you can actually bribe someone with it. Well, there are plenty of banana skins in politics. Tiniest little fall and he dies. Now he seems to be trying to climb up that door. Helicopters there, must be Michael Heseltine somewhere about. Yes, I remember Michael Heseltine with his Western helicopters. Yep, he put a load of yobs in uniforms, sent them out to kick the shit out of peaceful protesters, because they didn't happen to share his vision for Britain's future as a nuclear dustbin. Mind you, the bloody lot we've got now, they've only been in office, what, a few months? They've managed to screw our energy supplies and screw our food supplies. I mean, without farmers, we are going to have serious food supply problems. I mean, that's what socialism is, really, isn't it? You go to any socialist country, you'll find that. It's all just do as I say, not as I do. Nobody works, nobody produces anything. There's no business, no industry. Everything's imported, which means there's constant shortages. Nobody's got a bloody penny except the rich who are all living like flipping princes. And where are all the bloody socialists from the 1980s now? They're all in the bloody House of Lords. They've all got bloody fancy jobs in fucking Europe, making a bloody mint. This about says it all, really. Getting back to the game, this was another game on the compilation called 4 Great Games. That also had Steelyard Blues, Tidy Tony, both of those I've already covered. And there was also something called Panzerdrome, which was about using a tank. Oh, now he's gone through the door again. I mean, you couldn't jump there, there's a chance he'd miss the ladder and fall down. What sort of stupid system is this, exactly? There seems to be blue apples up there. Nuclear power plant near here, is there? And this just gets irritating after a while. Just wander about these same screens. Can't seem to find anything. Backwards and forwards through these stupid doors. And now he's just been killed by some horrible green, slimy little maggot. Or Ed Miliband, as he's also known. I've actually been to the Houses of Parliament. There was a notice on the door, it said, "Beware of Peter Mandelson." I went inside, there's another notice on the wall, it said, "Beware of Peter Mandelson." There was something written on the carpet. I bent down to read it, it said, "What is the matter with you? You've been warned twice." What a load of bloody fuss about nothing that was. Peter Mandelson, who cares? It was just a distraction. Just a way of taking people's attention away from important things, like the fact they were being bombing half the third world. What's that green thing up there? Looks like a ruler. Or maybe a politician can be given a good spanking by a woman dressed as a teacher. Such is high society. Geoffrey Howe. Mind you, he did give a speech that helped bring down Thatcher, so he can't be all bad. Yep, let's go up there and collect the ruler. Give it to a politician. He can measure his willy just before he jumps in bed with a woman dressed as a French maid or something. I think that's one of the perks of being a politician. Originally this was released on its own. It cost £7 in 1985. Don't know how much that is in today's money, but I mean it would have been a lot of money back then. Especially if you were a little kid who just got pocket money. And there's just nothing to this game. Just wander about, can't seem to find a single thing. Flickery blooming sprites. Doesn't look like it's had a lot of playtesting. and I can't seem to climb up this rope. Come on, what's the matter with you? Oh, rubbish collision detector, that's another thing. Back in the 1990s, I heard something about Big Ben was subsiding. Don't know whether that was true or not. Probably they're going to have to find somewhere else to stash all the money. Mind you, I don't know what News at 10 would have done if it had fallen over. They'd have to have done the chimes themselves. Bong! Here is the News at 10. Bong! Here is what we want you to think. I think this was by the same people who made Mutant Monty. That was much better. There was actually some objective to that as well. Yeah, well, having faces of politicians in computer games is novel, I suppose. You just realise it's a gimmick, what is essentially a pretty naff platform game. And now he's just been killed by Jeffrey Howe. Probably bored him to death or something. Then again, he could have been bored to death by this game.